Will you be my Motorwoman? This advertisement, created during the 1940s, is just one example of how women stepped into male-dominated workspaces during World War II. Prior to the war, women were primarily viewed as housewives and deemed unfit for most jobs. It was reported that a male conductor threatened to quit if a woman was hired as an operator. At the time, trolleys were still one of the main modes of transportation. They were also an important part in efficiently making products for war, including the production of guns, tanks, and even planes. However, there was a large shortage of operators due to men going to fight in the war. Specifically, the Pittsburgh company needed to replace 200 men. This led to companies in desperate need for women to undertake the job of a trolley operator. Advertisements were posted left and right, hoping that women would take on this new task. And to the surprise of many men, women left an incredible mark on the industry. One of the advertisements read, "It's an opportunity to prove your skill, intelligence, and personality," which is exactly what these women did. They proved that they were capable of doing male-dominated work just as well as anyone else. They were even being paid the same amount as a motorman, 95.5 cents per hour, or $1.10 after a full year of working. While several women worked as conductors during World War II, Anna Nixon was one of the first in the Pittsburgh area. Anna Nixon played a very important role in operating trolleys. When she talked about her experience operating trolleys, it seemed like she was taking you back in time, so you felt you were really riding the trolley with her.
I began operating trolleys on February 17, 1945, and was qualified to operate on all trolleys at the Glenwood Car Barn, where I worked for 13 years. During the time I spent operating on trolleys, I was a streetcar conductor for the Pittsburgh Railways Company from 1945 until 1958. Some of my favorite trolley runs were on the double-end cars, which included 59 Homeville and 99 Glassport. I also operated on the 55 East Pittsburgh, 56 McKeesport, 58 Greenfield, 60 East Liberty, and the 65 Homestead Park Trolley. I enjoyed operating trolleys and could talk for hours about my days operating them. Although every day was a challenge, I enjoyed hearing passengers' comments, jokes, and the treats given to me. I resigned from operating on February 5th, 1958, even though it was difficult for me to let the love I had for trolleys go. After my career as a conductor was finished, I was the owner of the Northeast Cafe on the north side of Pittsburgh for 23 years and have several stories about my customers. Once I retired, I enjoyed traveling, painting, and especially gardening in my free time.
Anna Nixon was a friend of the Pennsylvania Trolley Museum before she passed away, and she also donated her uniform to this museum. She was kind enough to provide the Trolley Museum with several stories about her time as an operator, and she is still a very important part of the museum today. Anna Nixon was a remarkable woman of her time, and she completely changed the way that people view women as trolley operators and blazed a trail for other women who wanted to join male-dominated career paths.